Good evening, race fans. Super excited to be here tonight for another Crooked Line Racing Saturday Night Super Truck Series. We're out here playing back on the short tracks. We're here at the legendary, the famous North Wilkesboro Speedway. They've been trying to bring this track back for NASCAR for many years. It's set dormant, and basically Mother Nature has taken it over. But Dale Jr., Dirty Mo Media, and them guys, they went out there, they cleaned the track up enough to where iRacing could scan it with lasers, and they got it put into the iRacing simulator. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, and we're going to start it right off the bat with asking, please, if you could, slap that like button on the YouTube page. It helps us out a ton. And now you see we got a 79-degree air temperature tonight. That means track's going to be a little warm, and it's going to do nothing but get hotter as the day goes on. We started this session, the in simulation time is about 10 o'clock in the morning. So what that means is it's going to get hotter throughout the day. So this track's going to get slippery. Right now they got about an 85-degree temperature, a little bit over a half-mile track here. So it's going to produce some tempers here tonight if I had to guess. Last week's winner, Mark Arthur, put on a clinic at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Won stage one, won stage two, then he came around and won the race too. Will he be able to do that tonight after 150 grueling laps at North Wilkesboro? We're going to find out in just a few moments. These drivers are getting ready to wrap up practice. Then they're going to head on over to qualifying to see how we can set the grid tonight for the 5 King Motorsports 150 at North Wilkesboro Speedway. While we have a moment, I'm going to pull up last week's winner. He's never ever going to run out of things to say. But I know he's going to love to join me up in the booth really fast. Mr. Mark Arthur, driver number 12, got that first win last week. Dude, you have a copy.
I do.
So, Mark, I got clarification from Josh Sexton. He said previous winners do have to start in the back. So, you won last week at New Hampshire. Coming to a short track like North Wilkesboro, a little half-mile oval, got some banking in it. How do you plan to attack this track with a decent-sized field tonight starting in the back?
From what I've seen in practice, I'm gonna let them bang each other up and try to be there at the end. Is all I'm gonna do. I think a lot of people are gonna step on their toes tonight.
And I made a mistake. Drivers do have a fast repair in their pocket, so I mean, that's on me. But we're gonna make the best of it. So if a wreck does happen, if the truck does get destroyed, they do have a mulligan basically. Mark, what's the truck feel like for you tonight? What's the best way to describe it for the viewers at home?
It feels like an iRacing setup. That's probably the best way to describe it. I mean, iRacing setups are terrible. They're really, really tight, snappy loose. So, I don't know. I mean, you drove it earlier too, and it's just, like you said, it's just real wobbly in the front end kind of thing. Wants to snap on you.
Best way I could describe it earlier, Mark, was unpredictable. I mean, it's just
very.
very, very unpredictable and unforgiving. Mark, we're going to lap number 35 for stages. I know you typically don't care for stage points, but if you get a chance, you going to put that 12 up there and try to get you some tonight?
If it falls in my lap, I'll do it. I'll take them, but I ain't trying to win any.
All right, and then one more question, Mr. Arthur. What do you think the tire situation is going to be like with this tight setup? That right front is going to be crucial in saving it tonight.
How many changes do we have?
Yeah, the one you start the race on, there should be 2 in the pits, but I may have messed that up too. Let me know. But I think it's 1 on the truck and 2 in the pits.
Let's see. I don't even know where to find that on here.
Info.
There it is. Tire sets 4.
Wow.
So, nope. Says tire set limit in the race 4, and I think that's counting the one we start on. So I guess you gave us 3 in the pits.
All right, so 1 on the truck, 3 in the pits, 150 lap. You got extra tires. You could drive home with a set here tonight, Mark.
Yeah, probably will, because I'm not a short run kind of guy. So I'll just be kind of biding my time, get through there when I can, and hope to be up front there in the end.
Alrighty then, brother.
Maybe I'll just follow Chris on up through there.
There you go, brother. It's Mark Arthur, driver number 12. Good luck to you, buddy. We'll be calling action.
Thanks, Tanner.
Alrighty, folks. So I didn't mess up only once. I messed up twice. So, man, oh man. I'm going to get the privilege taken away from me to set these lobbies up. But it is what it is. They still all have the same opportunity, we'll call it. As we see a driver actually blink out right there. That's never a good sign. Got Aaron Bockover. Good to have Mr. Bockover back. And the number 4 Budweiser truck here. I'm going to try to bring that Chevy Silverado around right here. Let's see what kind of lap he can put down in number 4. As he just went with an 1898. That's good enough to put him in the top 10. He's in the 10th place spot right now. Got a previous race winner hitting the track. Daniel Hendry in the 71. He's a short track ringer. He loves these short tracks. Let's see what he's able to do in this 71 Ford F-150. As Bockover just went to P4 on the board, that Budweiser number 4 machine is going to have some freaking fast speed here tonight. Let's see what Daniel Hendry does in the 71 truck. As Daniel just put it to P5 on the board. One spot short of Mr. Bockover in the number 4. So we got a few drivers left to qualify. Mark Arthur's going to come out here for the giggles. Since he did win at New Hampshire last week, no matter where he qualifies at, he will have to start in the very back. As you see, he just said, forget it. Put it into the wall right there. That's kind of funny. Maybe he didn't have his stuff set up correctly for his brake bias or whatnot. I'm going to pull up Mr. Maple Leaf Muscle, have a quick little word with him. He's currently sitting at the top of the board in the number 52 truck with an 1871. Jason Day, Tanner Martin, the booth, got a copy.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Jason, not only did I mess up once with the fast repair, I messed up twice, and y'all have an extra set of tires tonight. So now that you know that information, you're up front right now, qualified on pole. There's still a few drivers left to still go out. How do you attack a race like this, North Wilkesboro, 150 laps here tonight?
Well, it's going to be hard to say. It's depending on cautions. I'd like to see some long runs. Tires will really come into play there. If you don't run too hard, you're going to be good on a long run. But I think there's going to be a few cautions, not too many. It won't be too bad for the broadcast, but I think you're going to have to take tires if you go more than probably 30 laps or so, I think is what's going to happen tonight.
Now, Jason, I hear you mention tires right then. Mark spoke about it a little bit while ago in his interview, and he thinks that right front's going to be pretty crucial, and I do too. Is that what you're kind of seeing here tonight with the truck feeling a little tight, it looks like? Is that kind of what you're feeling? The right front's going to be doing a lot of work?
Yeah, and it's typical for this track with every car we run here, but the trucks for sure, it's tight, and you've got to really back your corners up, and then you got to worry about not getting hit from behind.
Jason, you got that 52 truck on rails here tonight. Looked bad fast in practice, looking really fast at qualifying. What's it going to take to finally sit that number 52 in victory lane here tonight?
Nice clean run, and unfortunately something happened to Chris Carroll. That's the only way I'm probably going to pull off a win.
Hey, I mean, Carroll's fast. Carroll's fast anywhere he goes. He's really fast on these short tracks. But I had a little birdie in my ear tell me that Mr. Carroll, the number 99, does not like this track. So that might be something to kind of keep your eye on, because if he don't like this track and starting in the back, that tells me right there he's not going to be comfortable. And when you're not comfortable, you're not up to speed. So it's just something we'll have to keep an eye on, Mr. Day. You're still holding down the top dog spot right now. Get you back down to your race team. Good luck to you, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, folks. Let's see how much time we got left in qualifying here. We still got a few minutes. Let's see. Let's find us another driver to pull up and have a quick little chat with. Let's see. We'll pull up Mr. Bockover. Now, Aaron Bockover, he was not able to make it last week, but he's here this week. driving the number 4 Budweiser machine. He put it in P4 for qualifying. Mr. Backover, Tanner Marr in the booth. Do you have a copy?
How you doing, Tanner?
I'm doing good, Aaron, but I have a feeling you're doing a little bit better starting up towards the front in this pretty stacked field. There's a lot of fast drivers out here tonight. What's the strategy like, Aaron, when you know you got a stage break at lap 35 and then another one at lap 70, only 150 laps here tonight? What's the strategy looking like for that number 4 crew?
Just going to take care of the tires as much as I can. Hopefully stay out of any trouble that happens.
So
it helps that I'm in the right number tonight.
That's always a good thing. It makes it easier on me more than anything.
Right.
Makes it easier on me just to learn by numbers. You know, when I was growing up, I couldn't really paint unless it was paint by numbers, color by numbers. You know, so have the correct numbers helps. But Aaron, I've done 2 other interviews. I interviewed Jason Day and interviewed your good buddy Mark, and both drivers have told me, man, tires are going to be crucial here tonight. And I messed up, Aaron. I'll be straight up. I gave y'all 1 too many tires tonight. That was on me. I created the session really fast. You're only supposed to have 3 sets. Mark told me you had 4. So with tires becoming that big of an issue, like how do you attack a race like this? You can't really push them because you don't want to kill your tires. So what do? You just kind of chill out? How do you approach it?
I think I'm going to chill out for the most part. I didn't think I'd qualify as well as I did. And like I said, just hopefully take care of those tires and have a set at the end.
Now, Aaron, what's the truck feeling like to you out here on this short track?
I think it feels really good. I like the setup.
That's funny to hear that, Aaron, because it's just the iRacing North Wilkesboro setup. So that's good to hear at least that it feels decent to you. Do you have any trouble with the truck being tight, loose, or anything really?
It gets a little bit loose through the corner, through the bumps there, through the corners. It can spin on you if you don't take it real easy. So,
right.
I said, I think just taking it easy tonight's going to be the key.
Right on. That's Mr. Aaron Backover in the number 4. Good luck to you, Aaron. We'll be calling the action here tonight, brother.
Thanks, Tanner. Have a good night.
You too, buddy. Have fun. Alrighty, folks. We have almost got qualifying wrapped up. Going to pull up my race control. Mr. Joshua Sexton, have one little quick word with him, and then we will wrap it up and advance this session. Mr. Joshua Sexton, I noticed that you have not put a qualifying lap down. Is that by design?
Yeah, well, I mean, I only was about in midfield during practice, so I figured instead of starting midfield, in all the
Hornet's Nest, right?
Yeah, just start the back.
All right, well, I get it. I totally understand. As drivers are hitting the grid now, Josh, I made a mistake. Y'all got 1 extra set of tires tonight, too. If you want to take my privileges away of putting the sessions up, by all means. But
I don't want to take anything away.
Man, I figured if I mess up enough times, I would finally get it taken away.
Easy.
But Josh, we'll be calling the action here on the 5 King Network. Good luck to you, buddy. Maybe we'll be talking to you at the end. Keep that number 51 clean and head towards the front.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks. They have went to the grid, so you know it's time now to go through our grid. Man, I'm super excited for tonight. Got Mr. Jason Day, driver number 52, better known as Mr. Maple Leaf Muscle. He's starting in P1 with Mr. Joe The Show Brichette starting outside row number 1. Reed Christensen, that number 30 truck's been bad fast all season long, getting all kinds of stage points. And then towards the end of the races, it seems like something happens to that number 30. He's going to be firing off in the 3rd place spot. Aaron Backover, we just spoke with him from TNA Motorsports, starting in the 4th place spot with Daniel Hendray, number 71, representing McConey Setup Shop, firing off in P5. Levi Allen representing Overtake Motorsports in 6th. Chase Pierce is in 7th. Cindy Taylor's in 8th. Jason Raymond's in 9th. And then the other Taylor out here, you got a brother-sister combination. Keith Taylor's firing off in the 10th place spot. Tony Benfield's in 11th. Mark Lewis is starting in 12th. In 13th, we got Mr. Aiden Young in the 69. Willie Evernham in the number 19, starting in 14th with... Right now, Mark Arthur shows him in 15th, Chris Carroll's in 16th. Joshua Sexton just spoke to him in 17th. The league newcomer, we're going to call Hoovler the rookie, even though he's not a rookie. He's a really fast driver. He's starting in P18. Scotty Stevens is in 19. And then in 20th, playing shotgun to the field, is the number 74 of Tim Trowbridge. As I have just now came and looked at the chat. Sorry, I was playing some housekeeping duties, taking care of some stuff. As Lori Law, I love that Lori and Constance Keith are here every single week. Thank you to fine, adorable ladies for the support of not only Mark Arthur, but every time y'all tune in, you support us as well. Thank y'all. They say, okay, let's go, Mark, number 12. Okay, Mark, another win tonight, number 12. And then Terry and Pipe Pipe, that's the YouTube username, says, let's go, Mark. And they're referring to Mark Lewis. And then he asks where Mark Lewis is actually starting at. Mark Lewis is shown in the 11th place spot as we're getting ready to go. Green flag racing here tonight. North Wilkesboro Speedway, a famous legendary track. It's famous for being a short track that causes short tempers. I'm excited as the pace car pulls off at Ford Mustang. Field's in control right now. The 52 gets the good jump, but the 27 is not really falling back. He's going to be on the outside. And I see a side-by-side battle for the second, third, fourth, and as far back as you can look, they are side-by-side. Only the front two have got it figured out right now. As this race goes on here tonight, folks, I'm not sure which lane will actually end up being the preferred lane to be in. I'm truly not sure at all, because typically the bottom lane is where you want to be at on these short tracks. But you can see right here, look at the 4, look at the 03, the 07. They're able to get such momentum off the corners here that they can really, really, really hang with that guy on the inside. And like we saw right there, the 4 truck, if he does this again in 3 and 4, he may clear that 30 truck and hold down the third place spot. As we are now 3 laps into this thing, 4 laps now. Man, oh man, it's going to be a fun one here tonight as we're going to go through the field and see how the rest of the field's doing. They are still side by side, 3 wide almost for the 6th place spot. They got it sorted out as, ooh, I see Willie Everingham going around. Truck, I think, just snapped on him, and caution is out on the speedway. We kind of watched that one happen in our peripherals. Let's go back and see. Oh, yeah, 19 truck just unloads on him right there. Mr. Willie Everingham in the number 19. Truck just got sideways on him, wasn't able to settle it in and settle down. First caution is on lap number 5. As I'm going to pull up Mr. Willie Everingham, have a quick little word with him. He sent me a message. I missed it, seen it now, and then that happened. Mr. Willie Everingham, driving the number 19. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
So I'm not sure you want to do the race interview now after that, but I wanted to bring you up here. I tried to ask everybody what the truck felt like, and nobody gave me a true insight into how the truck felt. So off just the eye test, Willie, it was looking like the truck was tight, but then I watched it just unload on the bottom on you. What's the truck feel like out your eyes?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I was just testing the limits there. I didn't get much practice. I think I came in during qualifying, so I was kind of using the first couple laps here as a practice session, just seeing what I could do. So that was on me, but it feels like the truck's tight going in. It kind of unloads in the center. And it's almost like a dirt car feeling, you know. It almost pushes that boundary on the like left rear, right rear. So you know, we're just gonna take it slow from here on out. Just yeah, that caution was on me, but like I said, just testing things out. Like I said, it's kind of weird. It was a very slow snap, but it will come around on you. So I mean, it could be tire racetrack combination, but we're just having some fun. I mean, I love this place. You can't get short track racing unless you go to North Wilkesboro. So
absolutely. No, Willie, there's something I wanted to say and I done forgot it now. So I tested the setup out just a little bit, you know, turned about 5 laps. And the best way I can describe the truck is unpredictable. Is that, I mean, That's pretty much spot on, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like you said, I mean, these trucks, God, I mean, it's been since '96 that any type of NASCAR car has been to North Wilkesboro. So, other than the '87s, I think anything newer than '87 is
tough.
not designed for this kind of racetrack. But I mean, I think we got a pretty good piece here. So we're gonna take her easy from here on out, pass some cars, and hopefully we get her in the top 5.
Right on. That sounds like a plan, Mr. Evernham. I'll be up here calling the action. Good luck to you and that number 19 crew.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir, buddy. Alrighty, folks. We got the 52 out front, 27 starting to his outside. This is how they started. And you see Mr. Aaron Bach over the number 4 truck. He started in 4th. He gained a spot on the start. So that outside lane can and will gain some spots tonight as they are green flag racing. And the 52 gets a great launch off. He has no battles to his inside or outside, but they cannot say the same behind them. As you just see 2 by 2, many rows through the field. And I just noticed something. I see something on the back of that 71 truck. Well, Tanner, let's click the right one. That 71 has significant damage to the back bumper. Luckily for him, he is on a short track, so it's not going to hurt the truck too bad. But there's something that obviously happened to that truck. As the top 3 have kind of broke away from the field, I'm looking like Daniel Hendry may get the spot from Aaron Bach over number 4 machine. As the truck that must have got into the 71, I think it's Chase Pierce in the 65. Oh, most definitely. That Ford F-150 has been banged up a little bit in the front, folks. As we go a little bit back in the field, got to check in on our winners of the series, Mr. Mark Arthur. I know he has a lot of fans in the stands right now out in Viewerland. Got him in the 26 of Chris Carroll. Chris Carroll's typically in the number 99. He joined in tonight in the wrong number, so he had to start in the back. So you got 2 fast drivers starting in the back of Mark Arthur and Chris Carroll. They're running 14th and 15th respectfully right now. And then I also noticed Levi Allen went off track earlier. I'm going to click back on this and see what happened to Mr. Levi. Oh, truck just gets loose behind Backover. He was running in the 5th place spot. Got down into the grass, but no caution. He was able to keep that truck rolling. Lucky for him, he did lose a lot of track position, but he shouldn't be at jeopardy of going a lap down as long. Never mind. Caution's out on the speedway. I'm seeing Scotty Stevens just went around. Let's bring it back up. You got Mark Lewis and ooh, no, it was just a snow spin. Scotty Stevens in the 0-2 just spun it around. Ooh, barely kissed the wall a little bit. No harm, no foul in that one though. Not any type of damage that's going to hurt that truck. The worst thing is it hurts your pride when you self spin, and then it hurts your track position. So we just saw with the number 2 of Scotty Stevens. And now we spoke to Willie after he self spun. Let's bring Mr. Scotty Stevens up. Have a quick little word with him. Scotty, Tanner Moore in the booth, you got a copy?
Yep, gotcha.
So Scotty, Willie Evernham did exactly what you just did right then. It just seems like that low line can be very unforgiving on exit. It don't matter if you're in 4 or coming off turn 2. How's the truck feeling to you right now?
I think it's a little tight in the center. To me, it's a little tight all around, but it does have that snap loose coming off the corner, especially if you're on the low line. A little too eager on the throttle.
Scotty, what's it going to take to get that 0-2 pointed straight at all times and get up there and start battling it out with the likes of Jason Davis currently leading this field?
Maybe a tall glass of talent would do.
I love that one. Good job. Good job. You think Tina can bring you a tall glass of talent? Is that in your house?
Well, she's supposed to be bringing me a can of Grizzly back, so maybe that'll help out a little bit.
Hey, that might be like Popeye and his spinach right there, brother.
That might be what it is. I'm missing that, but get around these trucks trying to get that low line, and it's snapping loose off the exit up under throttle. It's gonna be hard to pass.
I'm about to put you on the spot, Mr. Stevens. Me and Jason Day, we're doing a charity stream on Friday. It's called Battle of the Commentators for the Thursday night series we broadcast. Doing a Madden tournament. They pay $15. They can pick our team, and the all proceeds will go to a charity fund, basically like the Wounded Warriors Project or something similar to that, to help out our veterans. Would you like to be a part of it? Maybe we can get a little tournament going down.
A Madden tournament? Yeah, I'll play.
All right,
So
folks.
it's on a Thursday?
On a Friday.
On a Friday?
Yeah, it'll be this upcoming Friday.
Yeah, I should be able to play in it.
Alrighty, folks, there you have it. All right, Scotty, you need to focus on North Wilkesboro and keep that truck pointed straight, brother.
Yeah, we'll try.
And if Tina does happen to bring you a tall glass of talent, will you have her kind of ship me one too? Because I need it as well.
After last night, I think we need it, don't we?
Yeah. All right, buddy. Lights are off on the pace car. Good luck to you.
All right.
Alrighty, folks. That's Scotty Stevens. He's never short of words either. He's a good guy. Just got a little loose right then as Lee Raymond's representing her, the baby boy Raymond. They said, let's go. Number 44, the Green Machine. That's Jason Raymond. Good to see the support coming out from the fans. Love to see it. I absolutely love to see it. It's a 52. It's another good jump, but I noticed something right there, folks. I saw a little bit of wheel spin. That is definitely something these drivers are going to be mindful of. I'm seeing a stack up in corner entry. Look like Cindy Taylor in the 07 may have got punted right then a little bit. As we bring the ticker across the top back up, as they are just side by side as far as the eyes can see. As we are now on lap number 23, stage caution will come at lap 30. Who's going to get the stage points? Remember, top 10 drivers get stage points. If you finish in first in this stage, you get 10 points. You finish in 10th, you get 1 point. 9th gets 2 points, 8th gets 3 points, and so on and so forth until they get to first. And stage points, I mentioned it last week when we were talking about Mark Arthur. Stage points matter a ton. I mean, a driver that hasn't won all season can still lead the entire points battle just by maximizing their stage points. And I even mentioned last week, the driver that don't even win the race can actually walk away from the race with the most points that night. Just because there's 20 points up to grab just from stage points. You win stage 1 and stage 2, you just got yourself 20 points right there. And it's looking like Joe Burchett knows that. He is right there with the 52 of Jason Day, but that 52 is looking really strong. He's on rails right now. Daniel Hendry has worked his way up to P3. Jason Raymond's in 4th. Chase Pearson 5th, but he has a plethora of trucks right there behind him as Aaron Bockover and Reed Christensen are currently side by side trying to duke it out for the 6th place spot. Looks like Aaron has the momentum needed on the high side. These two trucks have been side by side from lap 1. They started next to each other and they're still next to each other. As you see right there, different braking points for every driver. We'll jump on board Mr. Reed Christensen, who's currently in a 30 right there. He's in 7th place, got Mr. Bach over in front of him. Let's see how he attacks the track. Drive it in fairly deep here. You can drive it in pretty hard here, but you got to get right on the brake. You can't let the truck roll at all. You go straight from gas, brake. You're going to ride that brake to almost the center of the corner. You're going to feel that nose start to turn. As soon as that does, you're hard back into the throttle. But as this run goes, like we're on lap 30 now, it's going to be the stage break here in just a second as they come to lap number 31. As this run goes on, the tires start to wear more and more. The grip level gets smaller and smaller. So you got to be real careful when you mat it. As it's looking like Mr. Jason Day will be the stage 1 winner here tonight. We're just waiting for race control to throw the caution, but he's comfortable out front with the stage. Oh no, I'm a dummy. We're going to lap 35 tonight. I apologize, folks. So we got 3 more laps for the stage caution. That one's on me. Got a little too excited up in the booth. We came into the night. It was supposed to be lap 30. And then we changed it about an hour before practice because we wanted to give them enough time in stage 1 and 2 to actually race. But right now, the top 3 is looking pretty quick. But still, Joe Burchett and Jason Day, I think they may have the most dominant trucks. But you have the likes of Mark Arthur, who's currently in the 10th place spot. So if it was to finish how it stands right now, he will get 1 stage point. And, I mean, he had to start in the back, so that's a lot of track position. He basically had to start in the hole to. And he's already worked his way up to the 10th place spot. That number 12. If he can ever get the track position to fall his way, Mark Arthur's going to be a driver to watch here tonight. As now a caution is out, and it's not the stage caution. It will, in fact, be the stage caution. Our stage winner, Jason Day, in the number 52. As we are on lap number 35 there, Jason Day came out with the stage win. Let's go back and see what happened to Mark Lewis. See the 98 right there. It has a little bit of damage already to the right side of that truck. So that tells me he's already kind of pancaked the wall. Ooh, Willie Everingham gets in there a little too hot. And just outright turns the 98 right then. Oh, man, that's not going to be a happy driver right there in the 98. Luckily for Mr. Lewis, though, it is still early in the race. But congratulations goes to our good buddy, Mr. Jason Day. Mr. Maple Leaf Muscle was able to go out here and lead the first 35 laps of the race here tonight. Did not win the battle off pit road, though. I saw the 71 passing right there. Daniel Hendry may have played a little bit of strategy right there, as there's been a few people not pit. Daniel did not take tires. Jason Day did take tires. So Daniel Hendry is going to play a little bit of a gamble, see if it pays off, as we're going to talk to our stage 1 winner. We talked to him already once, but you come out there and sweep the stage like that in a dominating fashion, we're going to talk to you again. Jason Day, do you have a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
We had a decent green flag run there, Jason. You was able to lead all 35 laps of that stage. You got some drivers in front of you that has not came in yet. What do you got to do in order to get that number 52 back up front? You look like you might just have the most dominant truck tonight.
Truck feels really good. Feels better than I thought it was going to. Consider practice. A little bit tight on entry, but leading, I'm able to control the field a little bit better. So, yeah, just got to get by these couple cars and our trucks, I mean, and try to control the next stage.
So, Jason, I noticed on that last restart we just had, it looked like a little bit of wheel spin. Did you feel that, or was it basically like an iRacing glitch? You didn't really spin the wheels.
Oh, I felt it. I
Okay.
definitely have to be aware of that. I would definitely have to be aware of that now. Now that I know what's going to happen there, I could definitely have to roll into it a little differently.
Right. Okay. I was just making sure, because it looked like the truck tried to step out on you. Nothing bad, you know. I mean, you're a veteran. You got it under control. But it did look like there was a little bit of wheel spin there. But Jason, congratulations on winning stage number 1. That's 10 points richer. Good luck to you, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, folks. We are getting ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. I want to thank y'all once again for tuning in. We got 16 people watching at home. If you could, hit that thumbs up button on YouTube. Please. It helps us out a ton. A ton. It helps us with YouTube's dumb algorithm. There, I said it. And it puts a smile on this old boy's face. As the field's in the hands of Aiden Young. Got Willie Everingham to his outside. Willie's had an up and down race, but now he has the track position. See if he can make it stick. As the 71 holds his line. The 19, Everingham, drives it in there way too deep. Barely made it stick. Somehow didn't lose a spot right there. As these top 3 are on old rubber. Got the 52 and the 44. They're on fresh rubber. They're ready to go. They don't want to waste these tires. You got to maximize everything you can on these restarts. And right now, the 52 and the 44, they're just currently in a box. They can't go nowhere. Got the 71 of Hendry a little bit slower right there in front of his cautions out on the speedway. And I'm seeing that maybe Backover was involved in an incident. Let's go back and see what happened. Oh, they are wrecking in front of him. Let's look like maybe Chase Pierce right here. Is there 3 wide up there? No, it was not Chase Pierce. So wait a second. go. Give. They're 3 wide right there. And oh, Keith just gets into the wall. 3 wide's not going to work here. Mark Arthur had to pile in there. Had nowhere to go. A lot of good trucks that got damaged right then. So luckily for them, they do have a fast repair in their pocket. And I'm seeing that Jason Raymond and Jason Day was not able to get around Daniel Hendry. So it's going to be another restart where Jason Raymond will be to the outside of the 71 on this restart, as long as none of the top 3 pit. But Jason Day is going to be right back in that box. He'll be firing off right behind the old tires. That's never what you want when you're on fresh tires, because the speed difference, the pace difference, is so great on fresh tires versus old tires. You got to be so mindful of it. You got to be really careful as you enter the corner, so that way you don't run them over. So it's going to be interesting to see how Jason Day does this. Raymond should be okay on the outside, as we are getting bombarded again by a stupid spam. Report them. Get rid of them. Folks, I want to apologize for that if y'all do see the chat. I have actually reached out to YouTube, and they are currently watching the channel to see if it happens. So hopefully that gets noticed, because that's like the 4th time it's happened. It's always different people. I don't want to put the chat into subscriber only mode, but I think starting next week, if you want to chat, you're going to be subbed to the channel. It's free to subscribe, but I still like having everybody the opportunity or chance to actually be able to comment. And honestly, I figured if I put it in subscriber only mode, they'll just subscribe and still do it. They're just pathetic. Just pathetic people trying to ruin somebody's computer, trying to scam somebody. Like, they just, like Mama used to tell me, they just need Jesus. I want to thank y'all for the likes at home. Got 7 big likes. Appreciate that. This is the Crooked Line Racing Saturday Night Super Truck Series, brought to you by 5 King Motorsports, Marconi Setup Shop, BAM Racing Videos. It's a laundry list that makes the league go round. Terry and Pipe, thank you for subscribing to the channel, my kind sir. As lights are off on that Ford Mustang out front, we got Aiden Young, Willie Evernham, Daniel Hendry, Jason Raymond, and Jason Day is our top 5, how they run right now. Let's see how this restart goes. As the 69 gets a great launch off, as they may be 3 wide right there behind him. The 69 got a great jump as Willie Evernham getting loose in front of the field. We saw Willie self-spin earlier. That's never what you want to see out of one of the front runners. That 19 is battling a loose truck right now. That allowed the 52 of Jason Day to get by Raymond. As the 19's into the wall again. As man, oh man, the Hornet's Nest is right here. You gotta be careful, as they are really, really battling out behind. You got Scotty Stevens, who's currently in the 6th place spot. Joe the Show Burchett is battling with Keith Taylor. They're trying to fight for that 7th place spot, as Joe looks to have the momentum to get by the... no, never mind. I spoke too soon. As the 08's getting the run off, as Joe actually got loose. That's been a story all night. Those bumps down there, this track is really, really bumpy. Like I said, this track, they tried to make this track as if it was in 1987 when they scanned it for iRacing. So the way they paved the track, the way they configured the track, it was not perfect. This track has so much character with the bumps and everything. That's why we're seeing guys that are running the bottom lane. The truck just steps out from underneath them. We still got good battles right here. Willie Evernham just gave way to Joe the Show and Chris Carroll. Chris Carroll had to start in the back. He is slowly but surely making his way up towards the front. He's gained 9 spots since when they hit the grid. He's in 10th, in the 6th place spot. As Aiden Young right there, I saw that. I looked down to text my fiance, who's like 3 rooms over, to bring me a drink if she would. She's such a sweetheart. As we are currently losing our voice right now, as the 69 is going to wash up a little bit. Going to allow Joe the Show and the 27 to get underneath him. Let's see if Chris Carroll follows or not. Chris Carroll is going to line that 26 right there behind the 27. As Joe has pretty significant damage, and that reminds me, Mark got into that last incident. He basically had nowhere to go, and yeah, he has pretty significant damage as well. A lot of these trucks are showing some bumps and bruises on them tonight, as Mark is currently running in the 13th place spot. I think that truck's hurt. He probably has some front end suspension damage or whatnot, and we've heard all night the truck feels tight. Now they are wrecking because they break loose, but that's what race car drivers hate the most. It's that tight loose feel. You're tight, so you have so much steering wheel into it. You're turning left so much that when it finally does grab grip and turn, well, you got so much wheel in it, then it just finally just spins out. As we go back out front, we have a new race leader in Daniel Hendry, number 71. Got Jason Day, our stage 1 winner, hounding him right now. We're going to try to get around that 71. Now, folks, remember, 71, he only had an 8-second pit stop. He may have took 2 tires, or he may have took no tires. He was muted in Discord, so I couldn't interview him. I wanted to ask him, but if he is on old tires still and able to keep that 71 out in front of the 52, that's very impressive, as the 52 is trying to look low, but just cannot attack the corner how he needs to get underneath the 71 and actually create a battle. Right now, 71 is doing a perfect job running that middle lane of the track. As Terry said, you can thank Mark Lewis. Me and Mark Lewis, he's a good guy, Terry. I really like him. We pick at each other like crazy, but at the end of the day, he's very, very, very good dude. As Constance Keys says, just ignore them. Attention is what they want. Sad, sad. I totally agree, Constance. I totally agree. We'll just keep reporting them, getting rid of them. I just apologize for the ones that have to see it. As we have a battle for the race lead now, the 52 of Jason Day trying to take that Maple Leaf Muscle Machine out front again. The 71, though, is not going to go back to second place without a fight. They are side by side as they drag race down the backstretch. It looks like 52 may be able to clear the 71 here, as the 71 drives it in there deep, gets right back to him. 52 gets loose. That's going to allow the 71 to get all that momentum back, as they are still side by side racing. This has been a battle brewing for a few laps now. It's finally coming to a head here. Which truck is going to prevail? Will it be the Chevy Silverado on the low line, or will it be the Ford F-150 on the high line? Daniel gets into the wall twice right there. Major contact into the wall. Really slowed that truck down. Allowed the 52 of Jason Day to get around him. No harm, no foul. And I see the 44 of Jason Raymond coming up there. Going to put his name into the hat. It's Constance Keith, who has time to see them when we have a race to watch. Totally agree, sister. I totally agree. For me, it pops up a notification every time. Every time somebody chats, I see a notification and I see it's them. And my stomach hurts a little bit every time. But we have a new race leader. He led the first 35 laps. Lost it to track position. Had to go in. He took tires when Daniel didn't. Now Jason Day is back out front. Daniel Hendry is in second. Jason Raymond's in third. Chris Carroll's in fourth. Joe Burchett's in fifth. Aiden Young, he's currently holding down a 6th place spot. Reed Christensen, he started up front. He started in P3. He's currently running in the 7th place spot. Levi Allen, he started in 6th. He's currently in the 8th place spot. Scotty Stevens started 18th. He's worked his way up 9 spots. Currently holding down the 9th place spot. Trying to get some stage points. And Chase Pierce is right there. As Mark Arthur's going to be going around. The 12 truck just stepped out on him. He better get up to speed. This may not be a caution for him. I'm telling you folks, Mark Arthur does not self-spin. That truck is hurt. It has some suspension damage up front. The truck is hurt. He needs to use his fast repair when we go to caution here at 70. Constance and Lori, I know that's not what you want to see. Luckily for him, though, let's see where the leaders are at. So Mark's going into turn 3 now. Ooh, Jason Day has him in his sights. Mark just needs to limp around 2 more laps so he does not go a lap down. And we're going to pull him up and have a word with him whenever we do have a break in the action. As we're now on lap number 70. Mr. Maple Leaf Muscle's going to try to win him 2 stages, sweep the stages here tonight. We saw Mark Arthur do it last week. And then that 12 car went on to win the race. Will the 52 be able to play deja vu to that? As we have a new Stage 2 winner. Well, it's not new, but it's the same. Stage 2 winner goes to none other than the 52, Mr. Maple Leaf Muscle, Jason Day. As we're going to give the drivers just a minute to catch up and get their pit done if they need to get done. And then I want to have a word with Mr. Arthur and see what happened there, because I truly think he had something broken that truck and he was just trying to make it to the end of that stage. Let's see where he's at right now. We'll wait. We'll let him go down pit road, let him do his service. But kudos, Mr. Jason Day, on winning stage number 2. It's hard to come out here and sweep these stages, and we saw a driver do it the last 2 weeks. Let's see if Jason Day can go for the trifecta and win the race as well, as we have a very busy pit road. Everybody is currently on pit road. Who's going to win the battle off? Oh no, there's Chris Carroll. Chris Carroll's number 26 machine has worked his way up to P2 right there, folks. Oh my. This is about to get dicey. You got some fast guys earlier were towards the back because of winning the race and other problems. Now, Chris Carroll's, he's starting in P2. That's going to be a tough one for Mr. Day. And we got Mark Arthur in the booth one more time. Mr. Mark, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Tanner.
So, Mark, I saw the wreck that really damaged your truck. Ultimately, nowhere to go for the number 12. And then I saw you self-spin right there at the end. I said over broadcast, I thought the truck was hurt. You were just limping it until you could get down pit road. It was the truck hurt right there pretty good?
No, I didn't take tires there. I mean, I didn't think they would matter that much, but everybody just blew by me. I only got like 40 seconds of damage.
What?
I had the accident missed, and somebody just ran me from
I
the back.
saw that. Yeah. I didn't mention it, but I did see it.
Yeah.
Your truck's mangled, bro. I can't believe you
Oh,
only
really?
got... Yeah. Like, back end, front end, side of it. That's what I
I can't
truly...
even see anything on the front.
Yeah. Your truck, I mean, it's not killed, but pretty bad. I thought for sure you was going to use a fast spreader. I thought that's why you self-spun. I figured your steering wheel was out of whack or anything.
I thought it was the tires. We'll see I got tires here. We'll see what it does, and if it ain't, I'll use my quick repair. But I know what happens usually after that happens.
Right.
I usually get killed and out of the race. So.
Right. You got my type of luck in that. I've seen it firsthand. Well, good luck to you, Mark. You got some fans in the stands, brother. They're watching for you and they're rooting for you like they do every week. Why don't you shout them out real quick?
Yeah, Mom, Lori, I'll try, but it ain't looking good right now. But we'll see.
We'll see, Mr. Arthur. Hey, buddy, you can't count out that 12 car. Good luck to you, brother.
Thanks, Tanner.
All right, folks, we're about to go green flag racing as he gave a shout out to Constance Keith and Lori Lyle for being in the chat, supporting him each and every week. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. Now I'm ready to see this battle up front here. I want that 12 to get up here as well, because then it's going to be a war more than a battle. You get all three of them up there. And you can't count Daniel Hendry in the 71. He's really, really fast as well. You just look at the I rating on all these drivers in here. It's out of this world. As they're side by side from third place or fourth place on back, Jason Day was able to clear Chris Carroll right there, but Chris drove it in there fairly deep. Was able to get kind of close to the 52 as the top two are kind of separated away. You got Daniel Hendry in third. Got the 30 right there behind him on his back bumper. The 44 of Jason Raymond. I noticed some rear end damage on that truck right there. So he may have got collected into one of them accidents with nowhere to go. So never what you want to see for the green machine. I know Lee Raymond is in the chat watching. As the 30 truck gets really loose right there. Very, very heads up driving by the 44, 51, and 69 to stay off that guy. Because Reed, he had that truck completely yawed out to the side. They're still 2 by 2 battling for the 5th place and 7th place spot, or 6th place spot. Who's going to be able to get it? 69 of Aiden Young prevails right there. As I'm seeing Mark Lewis may have went off track. No caution. Let's go back on the BAM Racing Videos wreckage cam and see what happened. Just got on the brakes and got loose. I've seen that happen multiple times in practice tonight. Got to be real careful how you enter these corners. Like Willie Evernham said in his interview. These trucks are not meant to be on a track like this. Yes, it's fun to put them on this type of track, but these trucks, they don't have the brakes needed to be on a track like this. They have way too much horsepower. They're way too heavy. We try to set them up to where they can race on these tracks somewhat. But even still, as the 44 is going to go around, as I'm saying that, put too much power down on the low line, and the truck just came around on him. Let's go back as we saw it right then, but let's watch on the BAM Racing Videos wreckage replay. He hits that first bump right there, and it just wants to go around. He gets on the brakes, tries to keep it on the wall. He kissed the wall a little bit. Let's go back and we'll jump in his cockpit and see how he's what it felt like for him. He has that wheel really turned hard to the left, gets on the throttle, and when that wheel was turned that hard, just lost every bit of grip whatsoever, and it just went on around. A tough break for the number 44 of Jason Raymond. He's typically up in the booth with me on Thursday nights. We call a truck series together. Now he's out there racing in a truck. I'm calling it by myself. Jason Raymond, Tanner Marr in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So Jason, we went into your cockpit right there. That looked like one of the driver's worst nightmares. Truck's so tight, you got so much wheel into it, that when you finally do grab grip, it starts going around. Is that basically what happened then? Went from tight to loose in a moment's notice?
Yeah, pretty much. I was stuck down on the bottom there. I was trying to find a way to clear him so I could get up because I preferred the top all night. And with the bumps and how tight it is down there, it just unloaded on me on exit, and I had no warning of it. It just kind of went around.
You're like the 4th person I've heard mentioned tonight. No warning. So, Jason, you've had a good run thus far. You ran inside the top 5 for, I think, the majority of the night. You're currently sitting in what spot are you? You're in
12th.
12th because you just lost all that track position. What's it going to take to get the green machine up front?
Just a lot of patience. I mean, you can't really push it too hard because that will happen again. Just kind of got to be patient and pick them off as they come to you.
And now I want to let you know you got Mr. Lee Raymond watching in the chat. Is that your dad or is that your mom on your dad's account?
That would be my mom on my father's account.
I got you. So what's your mama's name?
Tammy.
Tammy?
Yep.
Shout out to Miss Tammy Raymond. I love you, girlie. Got your son out here in the 44. Just had a little bit of a mistake, but luckily for him, there's still enough laps left. Good luck to you, Jason. Get that 44 back up front where it needs to be.
Yeah, I'm going to try. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, Tammy. You heard from the baby boy himself right then, Mr. Jason Raymond. He's my broadcast partner on Thursday nights, and we everybody says we do a really good job together. I like to say that when we're up in the booth together, it's not like how tonight is. I'm by myself. I'm not able to really bounce off anybody. But me and Raymond seem to have so much chemistry when we're in the booth together. We just bounce right off each other, and we everybody seems to like it on Thursday nights. Y'all can check out them streams. They're on our Facebook page and this YouTube channel every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Me and Raymond have some quite a few moments of banter, we'll say, going back and forth as we're getting ready to be green flag racing once again here tonight. Lap number 88 of 150. Field's going to be in the hands of the 52. 52's kind of laying back a little bit. as Chris Carroll was the control car. Never mind. I didn't even know we had a battle and a change for the lead. As the 26th of Chris Carroll is finally now out front after starting in the back of the field. As I'm noticing a lot of action back towards the back. And I'm seeing Joshua Sexton went off the track. Let's go back and see what happened with restart. On the brakes. Got on them brakes. Truck stepped out right then. Drove it in a little deep. Had a car on his bumper. And just left a bad break for him. But, oh, I'm seeing Scotty Stevens has went around as well. Man, oh man, the BAM Racing Videos Wreckage Replay Cam is getting some love here tonight. As the 08 is inside the 02, and that was netcode. That was netcode that just got them. Wasn't. Now, granted, they may have ended up hitting regardless. But there's daylight between these trucks, folks. I want to show y'all this real quick. Welcome to iRacing. We're all racing in our bedrooms or whatnot. People like Jason Raymond are probably racing in their underwear in their living room. So, I mean, stuff like that happens. I'm just joking about Jason. That's what we always say on Thursday. But stuff like that does happen on iRacing from time to time. The service is not perfect, so there will be stuff that happens. As Miss Tammy said, he will get back up there. Just a little patience and praying from his mama. Thanks, Tammy. Thank you, Tammy, in all seriousness, for tuning in. I tell Constance and Lori every week, when I see the same people in the chat week in and week out, it really, 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 really brings a smile to my face, because you're not only supporting your drivers out there, at the end of the day, you are supporting us too. And I'll be honest, I told the drivers this earlier in the drivers meeting. I'm the quote-unquote owner of Crooked Line Racing. I'm the quote-unquote owner of Five Kings Motorsports, Five Kings Network. I want to race out there. I would much rather be out there racing on Saturday night, because I race with all these same guys on Monday nights. We have a blast. But I felt like there was so much talent out here that we had to bring it to the viewers. That's exactly what we're doing here. As Lori Law says, come on, Mark. I think that 12 truck's going to be coming, Miss Lori. As we're going to pull up Mr. Stevens one more time, have one more quick word with him for the lights go off on the pace car. Scotty, right then, you got a copy.
Yep, gotcha.
So, I'm sure you're not happy about what just happened, but I will tell you, it was 100% net code. There was at least 7 feet between y'all.
Is what it is. Still got plenty of racing.
That's right there. Mr. Positive, Scotty, what happened? You got a fever?
No, I got some fresh tires on though.
Oh, okay. And you got that Grizzly with you now, I'm sure. What about that Cup of Talent? Did it ever get delivered?
That Cup of Talent is still yet to be delivered.
Man,
Still
oh
waiting on
man. We're going to be waiting forever, I think.
yeah.
It's going to be single file here. Y'all didn't complete a lap. Good luck to you, Scotty.
All right, thanks.
Hey, Scotty, if you get wrecked out again, you going to come up here and join me in the booth?
Oh, I still got a fast repair, buddy.
Wow, I mess up everything, don't I?
I
All right,
still
good.
got a fast repair and another set of tires.
All right, good luck, buddy. Get that number 02 up front, brother. All right, folks, we're going back green flag racing here. Chris Carroll, thanks to the single file, he gets a great launch off, able to create a lot of room between him and his next closest competitor, Jason Day, in second place right now. And now the single file restarts. People think it tends to make cleaner racing, and it can. But in my mind, when everybody's single file like this, it makes drivers more eager to try to pass that guy in front of them, because they think they can get around him so easy. So we see right here, the 44, he's ran inside the top 5 all night long. Had a little mishap, had a self-spun. He's currently in the 9th place spot. Got Keith Taylor on his outside, and for the 8th place spot, 44 got a little loose right there once again. Just got to be careful on that bottom. And we heard Jason say he much preferred to be on the high side. That's Constance Keats. She noticed in the chat. Mark Arthur. It's number 12. He's back up in 6th place, folks. And that truck still hurt, so he still has a fast repair in his pocket. He's up to 6th place spot. I can tell you right now. Chris Carroll, Jason Day, Aiden Young. Those top 3 drivers, when they look in that mirror and they see that pink truck coming, they noticing. Mark Arthur's not a driver you don't notice out there. His caution's out on the speedway, I do believe. I'm seeing the 65 of Chase Pierce's went around. Let's go back on the BAM Racing videos, Wreckage Replay, and see what happened. Got the 0-2 of Scotty State. Ooh! Oh, Daniel Hendrick got loose, and then it just kind of bottleneck up from there. It looked kind of weird right then. So the 71 up in front of them to get loose. And it looks like the 65 was going to try to come down and maybe did not know the 0-2 was right underneath him. That's a hard one to put blame on because the initial wreck started because of them. And they just happened to be there, wrong place, wrong time type of deal. As we have a shake-up up front, folks. Chris Carroll, he went down pit road. And he had a 13-second stop, so that tells me he took fuel and tires. Jason Day, he elected to stay out. Jason Day last pitted on lap 72. So about 28, 29 laps ago. Will that be enough difference for Chris Carroll to get back up there with the fresh tires or not? We're going to have to find out. As I just think, even though we've seen Chris Carroll and Mark Arthur both drive their way through the field just because they are fast, I still would want to have the track position, as we only have 49 laps left to go in this race, be about 48, 47 laps to go when we take the green flag. So I like having the fresh rubber, obviously, if I'm the 99 or the 26 or the 12 of Mark Arthur. But I really, really like having the track position. It's going to be interesting how it shakes out. That's why racing these long races, yes, it comes down to talent, but it comes down to who can implement the best type of strategy. And who can basically be what I like to call a race whisperer. Find out when that next caution is going to come. If you can time your next pit stop with that next caution, you're golden. Absolutely golden. Now to give an update, Jason Raymond, he's in the 5th place spot, so got him some track position right there when them drivers elected to pit. Mark Lewis, I know he has some fans in the stands as well. He has that number 98 up 3 spots since when he hit the grid. He's in the 9th place spot. And then Mr. Mark Arthur, we saw him just go in and take for Mr. Feelgoods, and he took his fast repair, so that 12 has a brand new truck with some fresh tires. Keep a watch for that number 12. Now, he told us it seems like every time he uses fast repair, then he gets involved in an incident. Knock on wood that does not happen here tonight, as the field's going to be in the hands of number 52. At the 52, gets a great launch. The 51 didn't have a bad one, though. He was able to come up there and take the run away from the 08 of Keith Taylor. Right now, the top 3 are broken away. Top 4 is single file, but then right here in the 5th place spot, you got Jason Raymond and Aaron Backover. They're racing door to door right now, giving each other plenty of room, though, as we have another caution on the speedway. This race is starting to get bad. These drivers are going to have to calm down. As I'm seeing Scotty Stevens has crashed. Let's go back and see what happened. So Scotty is right there behind Mark Lewis. Got the 30 of Christensen to his outside. As truck gets loose. Goes up and gets into the 75 and then into the wall. Tough break for the 02. As I'm not sure what he was doing right there. We're going to pull him up. We just talked to him. We're going to talk to him again. Scotty Stevens, do you have a copy?
I got you. You can keep me up here.
No way.
You got me?
Yeah, I got you. You said I could keep you up here?
Yeah.
So what happened there? You just
Man.
get on the brakes?
Yeah, I got on the brakes, and she started a little slide, let off of it, snapped loose a little bit, tried to chase up track. Stuck there.
Yeah. I mean, so that's the 3rd caution we've seen tonight, though, Scotty, where people have went in. They get on the brakes. Now, did you kind of get in hot, or did you just enter like you normally do?
I was running like I was normally running. That 98 in front of me seemed like he got on the brakes a little bit sooner than I expected.
Right.
So I had to get on the brake a little bit harder. than I usually would.
Okay, well, you're like the third truck we've seen. You do it. Sexton did it, and Willie has done it tonight. So the 5K Motorsports guys, we may need to talk to whoever does our brakes because we're having some brake issues tonight.
No doubt. That was probably the third time it's happened to me tonight. So,
and I've seen it happen a lot in practice. I've seen it happen a lot in practice. So it's happened 2 other times. You just didn't get to catch it the third time with Charm. I take it.
Yeah.
All right, look here. I'll share my screen for you, where you can see what the fine folks at home are seeing. Now you won't be able to hear it, but you will be able to see it. That way you can see whatever everybody else is seeing. So Scotty, you've been out there racing tonight. You know pretty much who's fast and who has good short run speed, long run speed. If somebody held a gun to your head and said $100 right now, bet who do you got to take this race home tonight? Who's your pick?
Whoever's leading outside line, that's my pick.
All right, let's be a little bit more to the point, though. But I do like that because, I'll be honest, I didn't think the outside lane was going to come in as much as it did.
It's pretty good. The raciness on the track is pretty good. It's really hard to stick that bottom when you got someone on your outside. It seems like the outside groove is a little faster. You got a lot more grip up there. So,
right.
You can really drive it off the corner, coming down low. You just get on the gas and it wants to snap out the corner with you.
So
you'll see the leaders. I'm sure you saw it. The leader has chosen the outside line every restart.
Well, they
since
did
the start of the race.
No, Jason Day elected to take the bottom until Chris Carroll got up there, and then Chris Carroll took the outside, and now Day is taking the outside every time since then. It was like he finally saw. He's like, oh, okay. But now, Scotty, don't try to dance around it. Who do you got tonight? Who's your pick? And I'll give you my pick.
Let's see, 40 laps. Carroll's sitting on P6, 7. I'm gonna say if it stays green, Jason Day.
Okay.
If we get another caution, I think Chris Carroll's done pitting. He'll stay out. He may be in the first or second row on a restart, and I think he'll get it. So we go green this day. If we get another caution and Jason pits, I think Chris will take it.
Okay, I don't think Vegas really works like that, but I don't think you can give me 2 picks. So you have Jason Day? I'm picking one of them. I'm going to tell you. Guys, are you picking Jason Day?
I'm picking Jason Day right now.
I was going to pick Jason Day as well. But now, since you picked him, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going with the newcomer, the 51, the Cessna Beechcraft machine of Trey Hoovler. That's my pick for tonight's winner. I think Jason, I don't know what the fuel's like tonight, Scotty. How far can y'all go on the fuel?
I want to say, because of those cautions, everyone should be good on fuel.
Okay, so Jason theoretically doesn't have to pit unless he wants tires, basically.
Exactly.
And so Chris Carroll, Chris
just pitted not too long ago.
He pitted on lap 99, it shows me. Oh, Joe, the show is spinning fun right in front of the field. That's going to collect him. It looks like Backover may have had a piece of that. Let's bring it up on the BAM Racing Videos Records replay. Oh, BAM's getting a shout out tonight, man. The race started out good, but now it's starting to get a little messy.
Yeah.
Got the 27, 03, 08, the 20. Ooh, never mind. There was other drivers didn't think. The 4 of Backover just kind of kissed him a little bit on the left rear and just enough to upset that truck. And now Scotty said the bottom lane just feels like it does not have any grip really compared to the outside lane. And I mean, you saw it right there. That was just a testament right there. What's the 52 truck going to do? Oh, I don't like what 51 just did. I don't. Can I change my pick? You pick 2 people. Can I pick 2 people?
Oh, that's gonna put Chris Carroll up there. So we're gonna have a Canadian battle right here.
A Canadian battle. As I want to update, we got some viewers rooting for about 3 drivers out here tonight. Miss Lori and Constance. Mark, he is holding down the 7th place spot right now. Got a clean looking truck. Should be able to get his way up to the front if this was to go green. But the laps are winding down, so I mean, it's go time from this moment forward. Then you got Miss Tammy Raymond. You got Jason Raymond, currently sitting in the 8th place spot. And then who was the other one? I can't remember his name. It was Terry and Pipe Pipe. Got Mr. Mark Lewis in the 10th place spot. And Mark last pitted on lap 84. So he's on kind of the same strategy as Jason Day. No, he's not either. Jason Day pitted on lap 72, Scotty. I just don't think you can stretch that out and be fast as these other guys, like a Chris Carroll, on that much older tires, unless this thing is just caution after caution.
I think we've had enough caution laps, and you know these tires go in cycles.
Right.
You know how it is: heat up, cool down up under these caution laps. I did not take tires at the stage 1 break. I think I restarted 6th or 7th, and I lost 2 or 3 positions from the start of stage 2 to the end of stage 2. I think stage 2 was pretty clean. Maybe 1 caution in there, but so what is that, like a 40 lap run or so?
Right.
I only lost a couple spots because I was holding that outside line. The old tires on the outside line versus new tires on the inside line, pretty equal.
Really?
They are.
So, outside lane is pretty much the preferred lane here tonight, then I take it, right?
Absolutely. That's where everyone wants to be.
That's surprising to me. Now, I know when we race super late models here, you run kind of a wonky line. You're basically middle of the track, pretty much. But you cut it down low on exit. And I haven't really been seeing a lot of drivers do that tonight, whether that's because of the bumps or the grip level, like you mentioned earlier.
I don't know. I know it's just super grippy in that second groove.
And you can see where the track's darker at. That's where all the rubber's laid down at. So the 52 is going to have the field in his hands. Let's see what kind of jump he gets right here. Chris Carroll to his inside. 52 launches like a rocket. They're side-by-side battling for the 3rd place spot right there behind them as Daniel Hendry and Aaron Bockover make slight contact right there. Wash Bockover up the track. Daniel basically said, hold my beer and give me the spot. As now the 30 truck is trying to get around Bockover. But watch, Scotty's mentioned how much...
We got a chuck and a wall in the back.
Ooh, that's Mark Lewis. Mark Lewis went up into the wall. Does not look like he has any damage on the right side of his truck. Oh, yeah, he does. Right front fender, slightly right rear fender, kind of. Now they're battling door to door. Him and Stoney Benfield in the number 75. As they stayed 2x2 forever here, man. Like it's
the racing's great.
It's crazy how long y'all are able to stay side by side here, and that's why we are getting cautious, because the track is so racy tonight.
Chris Carroll might be able to get it below Jason Day here. It's going to be a battle to get around him, I would say.
A battle for the race lead here. Scotty says old tires on the top can pretty much hang on with new tires on the bottom. We just saw it right there. That 52 got a great launch off turn number 2. So that's going to have to force Chris Carroll in number 26 to fall back, think of the strategy again, and re-rack him and try again. But he can't think about it too much because that 71 of Daniel Hendry is trying to get race win number 2 of the season. Just don't have the real estate right now, or has too much real estate right now in between him and the number 26. So right now, Scotty, as it stands, Jason Day, 1 stage 1, 1 stage 2. He has not won a race yet this season. Chris Carroll's 1-1, Daniel Hendry's 1-1. So the 2 drivers behind him have went. Ooh, you see Chris Carroll actually get really loose right there and cautions out on the speedway. Dang it.
Let's see if I can't.
I got it pulled up. Going back to see what happened with Joe Burchett.
What was it, all Joey again?
Oh, yep. Did you see it?
No, I'm about to.
I'm sharing my screen to Discord. You can see it. Same thing happened to you. Gets down in there, gets on the brakes, the truck goes around. These are some really fast drivers. Scotty, Willie, Joe. It just happened to Chris Carroll right then when the caution came out. These are really fast veteran sim racers that this has happened to. So I mean, it's not a talent issue, obviously. If it's happened to everybody out here, so that's pretty interesting. Because hey, we got action on pit road. Aaron Bockover, Chase Pierce, Stoney Benfield, Mark Lewis, and Mark Arthur all went down pit road with 22 laps to go, what do you think about that call, Scotty?
I don't honestly. I don't think it really matters. If you're not up there battling, if you're not top 4 guys, maybe top 5, those new tires, I don't think it's going to matter. By the time you get some heat in them, let me mute this chat here. By the time you get some heat in the tires and to try to make some runs, it's just going to be too late.
Right. Read between the lines right there. You're basically saying O2's out there, it wasn't in the top, or is O2 is out there, you're not going down pit road right then.
Oh, absolutely not. No. Yeah, you really have nothing to lose outside of top 5.
Right.
You're sitting P6, P7. You come down pit road, and if everybody follows you, great. Nothing lost there. And you're on the freshest rubber. Hey, maybe you can make something happen, but you better be on that outside line.
Right. And then you got to think about it. If a lot of people don't follow you down pit road, you're lined up right there behind other guys on old rubber that are 2x2. So essentially, you're just inside the box then. You got nowhere to go. We've seen a driver try to go 3 wide while ago. Scotty, you may have been involved in that wreck, actually. There was 3 wide on the backstretch. It got like 7 trucks. It was one of the...
Yeah, I was one of the last trucks, and I saw it happen. I was on the brakes. I think it might have been Hendrick in the 71. He bounced it off the wall, got into the truck above me, and
Yes.
guy just comes around in front of me. So
they were they couldn't get it sorted out who was going to get that spot, and then you saw what happened. 3 wide don't work hardly at Talladega. You can make it work, but man, oh man, I don't want to be in it. I don't want no part of it. So if it don't work at Talladega, imagine how good it works at a track like Wilkesboro. As Mr. Jason Day, Maple Leaf Muscle, took the high side. 19 laps to go, folks. Want to thank y'all for tuning in. Getting ready to go back green flag racing here one more time. Will the 26 have enough to get by the 52? I don't think Jason Day's going to give up at middle of the track. He's going to stay right there.
Ain't no way. Yeah. As long as he can keep that high side. Chris Carroll's a fast dude. He might be able to do something with it, with that inside line eventually. But he's going to have to work for it.
Now, Chris Carroll's good at the bump and run, too, folks. He did it.
Yeah.
He did it. He did it to me at Lanier, Jason Raymond at Lanier, and then finally got Scotty on the last lap with a bump and run to win the race. And I'm not saying it's dirty. It's a bump and run. It's racing. I mean, we're not out on the interstate. We're racing out here. Everybody's going for the same thing, and that's to put that truck in victory lane.
Jason Raymond spinning in the back.
Oh, come on, Mr. Ramon. What has happened here? Let's go back on the BAM Racing Videos Records replay. See what transpired here. As they're 3 wide right there, Scotty. We just talked about it. 27, 07, 44. 07 goes up, trying to give the 27 some room. And then just nowhere to go for Jason Raymond. We're going to go on board with Cindy Taylor. Go in her cockpit. Just to show y'all. You can't see Jason to her outside. Let me go back one more time so I get it pulled up correctly. So right here, she sees Josh Sexton, the 51, go by. She can't see a truck on her inside or outside until, boom, you're there. Honey, I'm home. You're knocking on him, and he's going around.
Looking from a far chase view of her, it looks like she gets on her brakes, slides the truck a little bit, and tries to catch it, and just can't catch it in time.
There's nowhere to go for it. I mean, just...
Nope.
You caught it right. I mean, that's just perfect. Mark Arthur heads up driving to stay off the truck. It would have been pink on pink crime right then. 12 got into her, but he did not. Scotty, are these cautions helping Jason or are they hurting Jason? I think they're helping him right now, right?
Yeah, I believe they're helping. Chris Carroll's got fresh rubber. He's fast. So the less time you have to battle him, the better your confidence is.
Right. And you mentioned cycles a while ago, heat cycles. Jason Day's tires, yes, they are a little bit older, but right now underneath this caution, they're cooling down. Now they'll have a little bit of heat in them, and you need a little bit of heat, or you're going to be loose as can be. So these cautions are really, really helping Jason Day because these are laps where he's not destroying them tires, and each lap is going to count. As Jason Raymond messaged me and said, "What was that?" I'm gonna pull him up in the booth and have a quick little chat with him. Mr. Raymond, you got myself and Scotty Stevens in the booth. You got a copy.
Got you.
So that right there was 3 wide at North Wilkesboro, and Cindy just didn't know you were to her outside. I mean, it just we went cockpit cam with her, couldn't even tell you were to her outside, and then boom, got you. How did it seem out your windshield?
I didn't know we were 3 wide. I thought she just overdrove the turn and turned me. I had no idea we were 3 wide. I never got a call out or anything, so that's why I was a little frustrated. But I'll look at it.
10-4, buddy. Lights are going off on the Ford Mustang out front. Just remember, you're in a points battle. You're not going to have a great finish because there's only 12 laps to go. You're sitting 16th. Try to get every point you can, brother. Good luck.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks. 12 laps to go. Going to be 11 at the stripe. This restart's crucial right here. This can make or break your race right here. You can't miss a gear. You for sure don't want to spin the tires. Get the best jump you can, no matter if you're Jason Day or the 51 in the back. It don't matter. Jason Day does get a great launch. The 71 might be able to get to the outside of Chris Carroll right here. If he does,
he's close.
Chris
Carroll gonna get up there and shut it on him.
Yep, shut the door on him. That's what he had to do though, because if he got side by side battling the 71, that's gonna allow the 52 to walk away from it. They're still double file through the back, as Chris Carroll looks like a man on a mission right now, Scotty.
He might be able to get there, but like I said, getting around him is going to be a whole different story.
I don't want to leave the battle up front, but man, we got battles on the track everywhere right now. I saw a glimpse of 3 wide there for a minute. Go back out front though for a quick little peek and see. I mean, Chris Carroll's there. He is there. Let's go on board. Let's jump in Chris Carroll's cockpit. They're both driving it down to the curb. You see that wheel jumping around, folks. That's the bumps on this track. And I mentioned it earlier. This track is full of character. It has all kinds of bumps on it. It's a little loose right there, Scotty.
Yeah, I saw that. Chris Carroll's right on the bumper, Jason Day.
Will he move him? These guys are buddies. They've raced together for a long time. I think they know each other in real life, too. So.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Jason Day just gave Chris Carroll the top. It might be over.
Unless he can clear him right here. He was
Jason
able to.
Day slides back. He's got the room. He needs to get back up there and cut that run off.
Right.
If Jason Day gives Chris Carroll the top, his race is over.
Yeah, that's going to be bye-bye. And look right.
And he keeps showing it to him.
He definitely showed it to him right then, but he entered in the middle. As we're now 6 laps to go, folks. They're almost 3 wide to the back, but I don't want to get off this battle for the lead right here. The 26 is on fresher rubber by about 27 laps. Whether that's green flag or caution laps, I don't know. But still, the 26 does have fresher rubber than the 52 here. Who's going to prevail as we're 5 laps to go? Jason wants race win number 1 of the season. Chris Carroll just wants another one added to the win total. That'll be his 2nd of the season. And don't count out that 71 of Daniel Hendry. These 2 right here up front, if they do get to battling side by side, that's going to allow the 71 to reel them 2 in. As I don't know if Chris Carroll does have it to get there, brother.
No, there's a little bit of a gap there. Jason Day just got to keep running his line.
Basically, just don't look in the mirror anymore, right? Focus out the windshield.
Right.
As Aaron Bockover has crashed, we may have a caution come on the speedway, Scotty. I'm seeing they're going around in the back, too.
Ooh, Chris Carroll on the grass. Ooh.
Chris Carroll?
Chris Carroll.
There was Is he who caused that wreck right then?
No, Chris Carroll. Something happened to Chris. He came off.
Let's go back and watch it.
He came off the turn. Got loose on a straightaway. Bounced it off the wall. Drives it into the grass.
I'm going to wind it back. I think Chris was the cause, though, for the big major stack up. I see a bunch of people went off track right here, but it's not telling me anybody wrecked, so. Oh, me. And depending on when the caution came out, Chris may be in 3rd now.
Oh, yeah.
As I saw people wrecking all over the track, dude. Let's go back one more time, Scotty. Trying to figure. Oh, here we go. Oh, a big wreck right here. A big wreck. Go back completely and see. We'll go on board Mr. Aiden Young when it gets brought back enough. So the 51's to the inside of the 69, then the 08 gets to the back of the 51. And then from there, just calamity, tragedy for everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trucks involved in that one incident right there. And man, oh man, that's not what Jason Day wanted to see. He did not need to have to do another restart. We're in overtime. Overtime now.
Well, it's showing Chris Carroll in third place. So, yeah, that's going to pay Chris. What? He's going to be on the hot side. So, well, he could possibly
No. Chris is going to be on the low side. He's in third.
Oh, yeah. You're right. So he's going to be second row.
Inside.
On the inside.
Yep.
So Jason Day may be able to walk away from it.
Les Hendre's going to have something to say about it. Hendre's aggressive too, and I like that. You know, that's not a knock. Not a knock on the 71. He's aggressive, but in the same tone, he's not reckless. So, I mean, there's a difference between being aggressive and being reckless, right? I mean, pretty self-explanatory on that. As Lori Law says, "Come on, Mark, you can get up there." And then Constance hit her with the echo. She said, "Come on, Mark." As Mark is currently in the 6th place spot, so had an up and down roller coaster of a night for Mark. And I mean, he told us just outright earlier. He said, "Mom and Lori, I don't think we're going to be able to get it done tonight." After saying that in an interview midway point of the race, running in the back of the field, he's worked his way up to 6th. That's got to be a good night for the 12 camp. As it's do or die now, Scotty. It is absolutely do or die. Look at this shot we're giving the fans right now of Jason Day's truck.
Do you think it's over?
Yeah. I don't think there'll be another caution. I'm
gonna disagree with you.
I think they're gonna wreck. I think whoever our leader is will cross the white flag, get the white flag before they do stack them up.
I think
as Jason Day gets to launch, man. There's a lot of aggressive drivers up front. As Mark Arthur's actually being really aggressive right now. Drove it in there deep. There's 3 wide. There it is.
There it is. Coming out of turn 2.
Yep, caution's out on the speedway, folks. Jason,
rack him and try it again.
Yep, Jason Day got the launch he needed right then. He just got a deja vu and do it again. Let's look at the 12 truck right here. Mark saw an opening and he had to try to take it. Oh, I thought Mark and them caused that wreck. They didn't. They kept going.
Oh, no.
I was watching the wrong person right here. Hold on. It was a 51 truck that went around.
51 did go around.
Did
I
Aiden
think he
get
might
into
have
it?
some help.
Oh, yep. But
Yeah,
it looks like the 51 tried to close the door on Aiden right then. It's what it looked like.
51's rolling center in the middle and then trying to, just like running a super late, trying to chop that corner down. And, well, truck low there, Trey.
Yep. All right, man. Another overtime finish. I want to talk to Jason Day, but I'm not going to interfere with him right now because I know I talked to him after all these races. He really wants a race win. And I mean, Scotty, he's in the perfect position right now, but he does have 2 bad fast guys lined up right there with him.
He does, but I don't think Jason Day is going to be denied tonight.
The chips are in his favor. I mean, they're definitely they're leaned over more to his way. Only he knows when he's going to go. It's his prerogative whenever he wants to launch. If I'm him, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to drive out of the 71's life. Don't even give him a chance to get to my bumper.
Absolutely.
But that's easier said than done, obviously. If it was that easy, shoot, me and Scotty would win every race we ever got in. Battle of the McConey Setup Shop boys up front. McConey Setup Shop, a premier sponsor for our race team, 5 King Motorsports. Then you look on the side of the 71 truck. Kind of faint, kind of hard to see. It's wrote in white on the chrome green, but it says McConey Setup Shop as well. You can use the promo code 5 Kings. That's the number 5, and then the word Kings, Kings, all one word, no space. Get yourself 10% off that order And it's the best thing about that code is it's unlimited use. You can use it as many times as you want. It's best to add about 5 to 6 setups in there and get that bulk 10% off. But you can use it whenever you want. Again, that's Makoni Setup Shop, LLC.com. Promo code, the number 5 Kings, all one word. Number 5 KINGS to get yourself 10% off. All I do is shield, ain't it? That's all I do, huh?
That's all you do is what?
Shield our sponsors, constantly putting our sponsors out there.
I'll put them out there. It's good.
I mean, I didn't even mention.
That's what they want to hear, right?
I didn't even mention that. Go to thebuttkicker.com and use promo code 5Kings. Very same. Get yourself 20% off. Oh, it's single file right here, Scotty.
Oh yeah.
Look what Chris Carroll's doing. Look what Chris Carroll's doing. Oh, I thought he was going to put himself in jeopardy to be penalized right then, though, Scotty. I really did. But luckily he didn't do it. But now, the 71 and, no, they're not battling. Not the 71 and the 26, we're battling side by side. White flags in the hand of Barney Fife Jr. 1 lap to go now. They can line them up and all wreck and die now. No cautions coming. As Jason Day's looking like he's fairly comfortable right now as Joe Burchett gets loose. And they're gonna stack them up right here. As Jason Day comes out of turn number 4 to capture the first win of his Saturday night Super Truck Series career. 52 just went to victory lane as Chris Carroll's wrecking as they go down to turn 1. Jason Day, P1, Daniel Hendry, Brian Home in second, and Chris Carroll started in the back. Tried to do the last to first challenge. Couldn't pull it off all the way, but still got a solid podium finish. Joe Burchett, we saw him get loose there at the end. He ended up finishing in P4 with Mr. Mark Arthur rounding our top 5 finishers here tonight. Let's put it over to Jason Day. This winning moment is brought to you by none other than BAM Racing Videos. You like short track racing, grassroots, real life racing. And then when I say grassroots, I mean grassroots. Look up BAM Racing Videos over on YouTube. Dude has a video that has almost 300,000 views on it. BAM Racing Videos, they're blowing up. They're getting shout outs from Kenny Wallace and all that. So they're the real deal. We thank them for being the presenting sponsor for the Burnout right there by Jason Day. Let's get Mr. Chris Carroll up here and have a quick word with him. Chris, Tanner Martin in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy, Tanner Martin.
Which actually Tanner and Scotty. Scotty joined me late. But Chris, so I'm just going to fast forward to the very end of the race right there. That last restart, it being single file, it pretty much puts you behind the 8 ball. Talk me through that last restart right there, the overtime.
Yeah, I mean, Daniel and Jay were both real quick there, and I think it would have been whoever of us restarted in front of the others that would have won that race. And
right.
Jay did an awesome job, man. He ran a good race, so, congrats to him and the 52 truck. He deserves a win. He's working hard this year.
I know I talked to him a lot, obviously. I know he really, really wanted that. Now, Chris, me and Scotty, you were Scotty's pick to win the race once he got up here because you was so fast coming through the field. You didn't have no trouble really making passes. But then you got up here to Jason Day, and there was a few times he kind of showed you the outside, but he tried to defend that outside lane, and you could never make the pass on the inside. Why was that tonight? Just couldn't have the momentum off corner exit?
I think entering, if I had another 6 inches a couple of times there, I could have given him trouble up there. I think I could have got it done, but it was tough with the braking points. Like when you enter the corner, you're behind the truck in front of you, and then you have to modulate that brake to get up beside him. And I didn't want to risk wrecking him, catching his right rear.
Right.
Jay's a real good, clean racer, and I didn't want to do that to him. So I could have risked it a little more to get there, but at the same time, I mean, I would rather finish second to somebody like Jason than risk ruining his race for the win.
Right, and that right there shows your character, Chris. I mean, you could have. There was about 2 or 3 times you could have got up there. You could have roughed him up. I mean, you could have went up in there and doored him when you was down low. Y'all battled for about 7 laps, so pretty impressive. And kudos to you for showing that character. Chris, who you got to thank for that number 26 here tonight?
I got to thank Pit Lizard Performance and all the boys to make this go fast. This is the truck that I painted for my buddy Parker Brookfield, and I forgot to change the truck file over, so you guys got to see that tonight instead of my normal truck. But I got to thank all you guys here at Crooked Line Racing and all your sponsors here for giving us a place to race, and we really appreciate that, man. Every week we're getting better, and every week this is getting more competitive. So, we love doing what we love doing, and you guys allow us to do that.
Right on. That's Chris Carroll. He tried to get race win number 2 here tonight. Still brought it home in a podium finish. I'm starting in the back. Congratulations, Chris, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you next week, brother.
I hope so. We're trying hard, Timer.
All right, buddy. Thank you. All right, folks, and then now we have the 71, and I'll be 100% honest. If that last restart was not single file, I think the 71 and the 52 may have been flip-flopped in the results page. But the way it ended, Daniel Hendry, he's been up front all season long. One spot short. Daniel, talk me through your race tonight, brother.
Just really didn't know what to expect. Truck was just a little snug, but
a little? Man.
It was decent there at the end, and basically just riding out the cautions and trying to play track position as best we could. Felt like we saved enough. We had a shot at it. Had it been double file, maybe it would have been different. I don't know. It's tough starting from the bottom.
That's I knew the high side that you could be racy here, we'll call it. But I'll be honest, Daniel, I didn't think the high side would be the most dominant lane tonight, and it by far was. Daniel, let me pull it up real quick. You started P5, so I mean you had good starting position. But yeah, I just think that single file right there is what ultimately took your chances out. And then you and Chris Carroll started battling. Y'all two put on a show all night tonight. Daniel, who you got to thank for that number 71 truck here tonight, brother?
First and foremost, I have to thank you and Five Kings for putting on the broadcast and the race. And then definitely have to give a big shout out to Martin Sports again. Everything they do for me. Gloves were amazing. Was able to hold on to the steering wheel all night. Long run, warrior, as always. I think this is 3 finished races and what an average finish of probably 1.75. So we're not doing too bad. But yeah, I'd like to thank everybody at the Lunatic Crew, Coney Setup Shop. The typical butt kicker for amazing butt kicker that they sent. Those things take your thing to the next level for sure.
Yep, I second that. Great sponsor.
But I think that's about it. Got to thank Jason for, giving us all diapers and wiping our booty all night. It's kind of nice.
That's number 71, Mr. Daniel Hendry. Brought it home in P2, and you heard him right then, folks. He's finished 3 races, and I don't think he's finished outside second, so pretty impressive, and has a race win in there. Daniel, congratulations to you, buddy, tonight on bringing it home in second, podium finish, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you again next week.
Oh, I'm sure. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir, buddy. And then, folks, there was one. He put it on the pole. That wasn't good enough. He had to go out and win stage 1. And then he said, one more time, hold my beer. Went around and won stage 2. Lost a little track position there. Got off cycle with some of the other guys. Had to battle through some adversity. Get back into the front. Then never look back. Mr. Jason Day, do you have a copy?
Yes, sir.
So, Jason, I've ran with you here at Wilkesboro before in the Super Lakes. And I knew coming into the night you would be one of the favorites. And now this series is so competitive that it's hard to pinpoint down just one guy. But tonight, it was your night. You put it on the pole, like I said, swept the stages. What did you figure out with this truck and this fixed setup? Because it was terrible. I mean, it was not a good setup. What did you figure out in order to stay up front when everybody else had fresh tires behind you and you was on old rubber?
Corner entry. I really had to back up corner entry a lot, and I trail brake the corner a long time to help the truck steer. You needed the brakes to help the thing steer. Adjusted the brake bias a little bit, but it was really not running in the corner too hard, because if you pushed up at all, you were tearing the right front off of it.
Right, and I mean, that pretty much goes hand in hand with what I felt during practice earlier and testing. But I'll be honest, me and Scotty both thought once Chris Carroll got up there, I thought he would be able to kind of get around you, but he raced you clean, didn't never rough you up at all. And I'll be honest again, there was a few times we got nervous. It looked like you were showing Chris the high lane there a couple of times, and the high lane was just so dominant. But still, first race win of the season, Jason. Just punch yourself into the playoffs. I'm not exactly sure where we're heading next week. We are going, Jason, to... we're going to Martinsville next week. Be starting in the back. What do you think you got to do at Martinsville to get through it? It's your favorite track, I know, or one of your favorites.
The same thing I do every week, just stay out of trouble. Yeah, that comment on Chris, I gave Chris the high because his tires were so much fresher than mine that if I had moved up, he would have been able to drive right below me. Was my only chance, just to stay low and control the pace. I probably slowed down a few times in the corner and messed up his rhythm a little bit, just to try to get him off rhythm, and he burned up his stuff there a little bit at the end. I don't know what happened to him, but he got loose and hit the wall.
Yeah, it seemed like after about 20 laps, Jason, that tires basically just they plateaued. They evened out with the rest of the field. So, I mean, you played the strategy right tonight. I'm be honest. I'm supposed to be unbiased in the booth, and I was pulling for you right there. I wanted you to get that win, and you did it. So, congratulations, Jason. Any sponsors you want to throw out there for the 52 crew?
For sure, I'd like to thank Five Kings Network for broadcasting, all of my teammates at Five Kings Motorsports, MF Designs, Savage Edge Apparel, McConey Setup Shop, The Butt Kicker, FB Button Boxes, Raz Energy, BAM Racing Videos, and of course just for you for broadcasting, and Crooked Line for putting on a great series. It's a lot of fun. I love these trucks, especially on short tracks. I know you don't want to go to the bigger tracks, but this is where the truck series started back in 95, and this is where they race at short tracks, and this is the best racing there is.
I love me some short tracks, brother. I totally get it. I totally understand. Jason Day, race winner here tonight at North Wilkesboro. Congratulations to you, Jason.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, folks. We are getting ready to close up shop for the night. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. As we pull up our race results, you can see where your favorite driver finished here tonight. Scotty Stevens, any final last thoughts before we shut it down?
No, not really. I just really didn't expect this track to be as racy as it was. Hopefully, well, we know how Martinsville's going to go. It's going to be a single groove track next week.
Right.
So might see a little bump and runs coming out of Martinsville. People getting in too hot, causing some chaos. But we need more tracks like these where you can run 2x2 all the way around the racetrack. Make it fun.
I totally agree, folks. All right. For myself, Scotty Stevens, up in the Five Kings Network booth. If you could, before you leave, hit that thumbs up button on the YouTube video. Helps channel a ton. Hit that subscribe button. And until Wednesday night, we'll be back Wednesday night for the ASRL ARCA series. But until then, thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see ya.